We've assisted quite a lot of organisations in the Sunderland area. We are a national organisation, but obviously today I want to talk to you about Sunderland. We now have a national budget of 52 million for the next 3 years until 2011. But it's all got to be spent by March 31st, 2011. We notionally divide that up regionally, but that's just a sort of notional sort of division on regional populations. But should we want to spend more than that, the North East, we can do that, so that's fine. We have really we have different programmes. We have grants programmes, we have development programmes, and we have some national initiatives. I'll speak mainly about the grants programmes today, but I have also got a colleague here who's working on the development programmes for the sports aspects of our programmes. We have two grants programmes. One is our main grants, which is for organisations who want to apply for larger projects between 10 and 300,000 over, which would now be a 2.5-year period. So the bid can be up until 2011. And we have a Bridging the Gap grant programme, which is for smaller organisations. Sorry, speak up. Sorry. For smaller organisations who have an unrestricted income of less than £100,000, and they can apply for anything up to £10,000, and that needs to be spent over a period of 1 year. They can then apply to us, not for the same project, not for the same spending, but for different projects, should they want. And we also have a national interventions, really around family employment and accessing people into employment through, not just through providing employment, but looking at all different things around the family and having a holistic approach to that we would all feed into. And we have a Game On development programme, which is about engaging young people through football, and a Sports Legacy development programme, which is about engaging younger people through a variety of different sports, particularly athletics, quick cricket and tag rugby. Those two are development programmes, not grant-based, but they do link in with the grant programmes that we do run. We have 4 themes, and we ask that a project links into at least one of these themes: access to employment, education and skills, health and well-being, and access to opportunities. We do have information booklets. We have got a stand at the back, so we have got an information booklet for each grant programme which would explain those themes. And we do support all applicants through the process of applying for funding from us. You can apply to us for revenue costs, running costs, salaries, room hire, insurance, all capital costs, development of your buildings, refurbishment, purchase of a building, equipment, kit, etc. So we do fund not just new projects, but ongoing projects and ongoing costs as well. As I've said, Bridging the Gap is available to all voluntary and community sector groups with a restricted income of less than £100,000. An unrestricted income of less than £100,000, sorry. But you would need a constitution or a set of rules and a bank account. And our main grants are open to voluntary and sector community groups, statutory bodies and parish and town councils as well. The application process, what we try and do is support each group through that application process so that it's not an onerous task, so that we actually develop the best application possible and give you the best chance of actually accessing the funding. You would need to express an interest through our support officer, support worker, on our phone number, and we would do a front-end eligibility check to ensure that you were in the right area, a calculus area, that your project was something that would support, that you had all the relevant sort of constitution, legal status, etc. to be able to apply to us. And then one of the grant development workers would contact you and actually process and progress that application with you, and we would go through and do a draft application with you and make improvements, check you have all the documentation in place. And So it really gives you the best possible opportunity. We also discuss the project to ensure that you've actually maximised the potential with that project as well, so that we do hold your hand through that process. We've actually supported Blue Watch Youth and Community Centre through that process, and working with some of the Young People's Bike Project and Youth Almighty at the moment, so we're hoping that those go through the process as well. Once the application, between us, we feel that application is complete, the application will be sent off to our head office in Rotherham, and there the assessment process takes place. So it's not the people that you have worked with that do the assessment on your grant application, so that's one thing that we try and sort of get you to put down, or write the correct information on your application form so that you're actually selling it to somebody. And the final decision is then made by our trustees. So again, there may be projects that we think are actually very good projects, but our trustees may not deem them to be something that they would support as part of our organisation. But you will all be informed of the decision, whether it's a positive decision or a negative decision. And if you want any further feedback on that, you would need to get in touch with our head office, and the assessors would give you a reason as to why something hadn't been successful. Game On, which is a development project that we have. It's a social inclusion project for using the power of football to engage disaffected and disadvantaged young people. And it helps to tackle issues around antisocial behaviour, health and well-being, educational attainment, because it's not just about football. We do a lot of work around sort of health issues and educational work with the young people that they engage with, and also look to set up ongoing football groups within the community and work with local community volunteers to develop their skills to be able to continue that engagement beyond the work that we do. So we would train people as coaches and things like that. So there's funding for things like that. The groups can then link into the Bridging the Gap Fund to get funding for things like pitch hire, and kit, and ongoing costs that they might have. So we also look at increasing the opportunities for participation in local events. We recently did some work with LCAP when they had a celebration event for the Urban 2 funding that was in Sunderland, and we did some stuff there in terms of Game On. And Sports Legacy, I haven't got the information up about Sports Legacy, but Sports Legacy will engage in the same type of way. They'll go out and work within the community, work with local community volunteers, encourage local parents to become coaches in the areas around cricket, athletics and rugby, tag rugby at the moment, and it's looking at engaging with younger people, 8 to 13-year-olds. And we have a worker with us today, and we've got a stall at the back, so do come and talk to us. And those are our contact details. I just really want to